today is a sad day. She's been... Welcome to Jordan Morrison Racing. I love cars, motorbikes, anything with an engine. My God, it is bloody cold. So, this is part 2 to does my CBR600 actually run or not? Today is a sad day. She's being broken for parts. Nah, I'm only joking. So this leads me to part 2, and if you're watching this video, you're going to have to watch part 1 because you think, what's this madman doing holding a fuel tank sat in the back of his van? That's kind of strange. Leading on from the last video, I dropped the bike off with Rob at SCM, and fantastic, hats off to the guy. The guy contacted me within an hour and said, I think I know what your fault is. I've done this, this and this and this, and they consisted of checking fuses, checking relays, checking ignition system, checking fueling system, and there'll be some boffins on here that will go, oh well, did you check this? Oh well, did you check this? I trust his judgment at the end of the day, and he'll give me some answers hopefully. What that led me on to was that the fuel pump's knackered. The fuel pump. Now, I initially thought this, but wasn't adamant. The reason why that led us on to that was basically Rob wired up a battery to fuel pump, checked that it'd kick in, and it wouldn't, which makes sense because the bike's been stood 9 years. The tank was full of sludge. When I went and bought the bike, the guy did tell me, he said the tank was full of sludge, and yeah, basically he's cleaned it out, put fresh fuel in it, so it should run, and it didn't run. So that led me to then say, whoa, how much is a fuel pump? There came the problem. It was 850 quid just for a fuel pump from Honda Direct, and I wasn't going to pay that. Now let's be honest, I bought the bike for £1,000. I'm not going to pay 850 quid for a fuel pump. So a fuel pump second hand, 80 quid, 100 quid, all on eBay. But then this come up on Facebook Marketplace. 50 quid delivered. Fuel pump in it, fuel tank, although it's bashed and battered, it's going to have the fairings over it anyway. But also a bonus, quick release. So for those of you that don't ride track bikes, it makes a massive difference on a track day because you're not faffing about trying to get your key in. You just do that, all closed. Now they're looking at about 20 quid. So for me, spending 50 quid on this fuel tank was a bonus. This is clean, I've had a check of it. Fair play to the guy that sold it us 50 quid. Absolute bargain. Can't moan. This has become my new little baby actually. I'm already attached to this because I'm hoping this is a difference between a bike running and not running. So yeah, that leads us on to, well, let's load her up. Now, on last video, a lot of people said, why is there no videos of you ratcheting it? It was kind of weird. I mean, if you get off on that kind of thing, then fair play, I'll give it to you. Do you know what I mean? So let's ratchet her up, let's get the bike off, and let's get it back in with Rob. Happy days. So to film ratcheting, and actually doing it at the same time is pretty bloody difficult. And I'm just going to try out the new camera mount, why not, while we're there at it. So today is a day to find out whether we can get a run in. I genuinely don't think it's going to run, and I think I'm going to be breaking it for parts, and that's all I can think. If I think the worst, then only the best can come out. So I'm expecting to get to Rob's, and we can't fix it today. We will see. We will see. So last time I left Rob, dropped it off with you, you basically got back to me within the hour, which was fantastic, and sort of gave us a heads up. You went through his system, you went through fuses, relays, etc., didn't you? And what did that sort of lead you to believe?
Well, we knew that there was a problem with the fuel pump because we wasn't getting anything from the pump. Right. When we actually wired the pump direct, obviously it was C-solid.
Yeah,
it was just basically arcing out, so we knew there was a problem with the pump.
Right.
Before we wanted to progress any further and change this,
yeah,
we wanted to make sure the electrical side was okay. So all the electrics were changed.
Happy days.
We knew we were getting fire in the hole.
Yeah.
So we were getting a good strong spark, and we knew the electrics were fine. So that left us with getting the fuel pump sorted out.
So I bought you a fuel pump today. Now we don't know whether this will run yet, do we? So
we'll see.
We'll see, won't we? I don't think it will. All we can do is try it, can't we?
Well, what we've done, just as a precaution, injectors have just done a clean, just in case there's a bit of sludge in there, so we know that that side's a bit alright. If it pulls the fuel through, we're laughing.
Yeah.
At the moment we've got it on an Optimate because the battery's been stuck for a long time.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get a boost in the battery.
Yeah, to get it going.
So we can get the thing started.
And obviously, let's say this runs, where do we go from here? Would you advise?
We need to freshen the bike up. It's been stuck for a couple of years. The oil will be absolutely a waste of space now. So what we'll do then is, if we get it running, the next job will be freshen it up.
And all that.
Plugs,
yeah.
Oil filter.
Yeah.
Check the air
service,
filter.
Yeah.
Nice service on it. Get everything freshened up. Get the brake fluids done because that'll be contaminated now with condensation. That'll probably have gone weak. The brakes feel quite spongy, but again, it has been sat a long time.
Yeah.
So the calipers will be stripped, greased. They'll all be working. All the pistons will make sure we're free.
Yeah.
We'll renew all the fluids.
Fantastic.
Oil filter.
Now this is all pending she runs, doesn't it?
Well,
so if she doesn't run, do you break bikes? Because she's
I'll buy it off you if it doesn't run.
I like that one, right?
So yeah, once we've got to go in, service it all up, then it's ready to be built back up, and then you can race it.
Okay, fingers crossed. Let's have it. We know that works.
We know we've got a fuel pump prime.
Yes, now that's true because last time when I was turning this over, there was no noise.
Absolutely nothing. Again, because the fuel pump on this is inside the tank. It's probably contaminated. It was gunged up. Basically, it wouldn't spin. Well, it's on an impeller, so it just wouldn't spin.
Right. Yeah.
Hence, we were getting sparks and things when we were trying to feed it direct from a 12-volt source. Hopefully, now with this thing in,
let's have a go.
We'll get something.
Oh, it's just killing it. Right, let's get choked out. It's alright, isn't it? Don't move, get alright there, don't you know? Happy days, good work, mate. Thank you very much.
Told you we were confident.
Oh yes. absolutely buzzing. We've picked up the bike and she runs and she sounds beautiful. So I'm a very, 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 very happy man. My £1,000 track bike has cost me £50 to basically fix. Hats off to Robert SEM. You know, like I said to him before, I wouldn't leave my bike with anyone else. I can't believe she's actually running, considering she's been sat there for 9 years. But what we're not going to do is overrun her. What we are going to do is now give her a service, drop the oil, change the plugs and make sure everything's 100% for her to take a beating on the track. And yeah, that's it really. So from me, that's it. And next video will be servicing her, making sure she's all good to go. Happy days. Bye bye bye.